So let's open up the Atlas expansion and see what's inside this box. The box is a lot thinner, and it looks like the base game does 3 to 5. This adds a 6th player and has rules for only 2 as well. So it adds more flexibility to the game. And I believe the Atlas expansion was included with the base Kickstarter. I think a lot of people are going to have this. So first off, we have a nice 8-page rulebook. Okay. So immediately in this box, we have a bag of bits and pieces. These teal ones are the Atlantis faction. I'm just going to open these real quick. There's also an orange-brown set of pieces here, which are a barbarian faction. So these are the Atlantean warriors. I'll get those in focus. Those are really cool looking with the wings on their helmets. And then we have the citadels, and the triremes are the same. There's also a barbarian faction. Those are great looking guys. There's also some golden miniatures in this set. And off the top of my head, I'm not sure what they do, but I presume they're part of one of the mini expansions or something included in this. But we'll take a look at that stuff later. So here's the various player aids for the 6th player. Those are fantastic quality, just like in the base game. Very, very similar. And it looks like, so there's a deck of cards. I think these cards are for, like, the heroes for the game, and we'll open those here last of all. The important part is the board expansion, which adds a whole extra part to the board. So all my comments earlier about it being a small board, now out the window. So it's going to line up here, and it has the Iberian Peninsula as well as Northeast Africa, and then there's a small Atlantis, which is obviously mythical. One little bit to note is where the boards join together. There's a little bit of a gap where the printing happened here. It's just purely aesthetic, not a big deal to me. Let's open these little hero cards and see what they're like. It looks like they're those textured cards, which I think last a little bit longer than regular glossy playing cards. They're a bit sturdier. There's a bunch of these. These are part of the expansion, and obviously these cards are all going to do something, but I couldn't tell you what exactly at the moment, so I'll have to read the rules on that one. And then at the bottom of the box we have yet more tokens, each for the faction. Looks like there's some special explanations and bits and pieces. More of the base coins and tradable goods. And then there's more heroes. Looks like that's expanding on not only the Atlantis faction, but some of the other ones as well. And that's everything that's included in the Atlas expansion. Looks like there was a lot in there, so we got our money's worth. And lastly, we're going to open up the buildings expansion here. And this is purely an aesthetic thing. I just really like plastic pieces on a board. I like the 3D, just makes it look great. So we're just going to open this up. It's on there very tight. And it's just a bag in a box. These look great. Let me open these here. Okay. So we have, here's some of the different building types. And these are great plastic quality. And we also have the caravans. And let me get some markets out as well. And the markets are these tents here. Looks like on this one, there's a little bit of the sprue left on. just from production, so I'll have to remove that. But briefly looking through, that's the only one, so that's probably an exception rather than a rule. So lastly, this small package was inside my box that was delivered, and inside here is 3 large tokens, one for the Minotaur, and there's Ariane, and also Theseus. So these are just some extra exclusive tokens that will come in your delivery as well, and we'll put those in with the base game. So very excited to get this one to the table. It's a shorter game, but it can play lots of people as well, so we're going to have some fun with this one, and watch for a report soon. Thanks for watching.